DFA Online. News and events from different Philippine embassies and consulates around the world. DFA Online. Here on Radyo Pilipinas World Service.
Good day, I am Win Peñano with today's DFA Online. The Philippines has reaffirmed its commitment to inclusive and sustainable development during the 82nd session of the United Nations Economic and Social Commission for Asia and the Pacific in Bangkok, Thailand. According to the Department of Foreign Affairs or DFA, discussions focused on advancing a society for all ages amid global challenges such as climate change and disruptions in supply chains and energy markets. In a video message, President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. stressed the need to strengthen multilateral cooperation to protect vulnerable sectors. The Philippine delegation also highlighted initiatives including a whole-of-nation approach to resilience, expanded social protection for overseas Filipino workers, and the development of a so-called silver economy for older persons. The country likewise pledged support for regional disaster preparedness efforts, reaffirming its role as a proactive partner in the Asia Pacific.
DFA Online. Here on Radyo Pilipinas World Service.
In our news, the Department of Foreign Affairs or DFA has announced the successful conclusion of the Foreign Assistance Leverage for Cybersecurity Operational Needs or Falcon program aimed at strengthening the country's cyber resilience. The initiative, conducted with the U.S. Department of State and Australian firm CyberCX, culminated in a two-day event this April in Pasay City. A cybersecurity simulation exercise tested the department's incident response capabilities, confirming the effectiveness of its chain of command and specialized response teams. Undersecretary Maria Teresa Dizon de Vega emphasized that cybersecurity is now an indispensable function of modern diplomacy and national security. The program also saw the turnover of a cybersecurity strategy and roadmap alongside key outputs, including an incident communications guide and the formal establishment of the DFA's Computer Emergency Response Team.
DFA Online. Here on Radyo Pilipinas World Service.
More news from the Philippine Service Post. The Philippine Embassy in Denmark, in coordination with government agencies and Filipino community partners, has successfully conducted a two-day consular outreach program in Volhe. Held on April 25 and 26, the activity delivered more than 280 services to Filipinos in the Jutland area, including passport processing, civil registry applications, notarial services, and overseas voter registration. The outreach also assisted Filipinos seeking dual citizenship and provided consultations on various consular concerns. Meanwhile, the Migrant Workers Office and Overseas Workers Welfare Administration processed employment-related services, including contract registrations and overseas employment certificates. The Social Security system likewise extended assistance on membership applications and related inquiries, reinforcing government support for Filipinos abroad.
DFA Online. Here on Radyo Pilipinas World Service.
And in Papua New Guinea, the Philippine Embassy in Port Moresby has celebrated Filipino Food Month 2026 through a culinary event highlighting regional unity and cultural exchange. Led by Ambassador Edgar Thomas Oxelian, the activity gathered ASEAN diplomats and local partners in Port Moresby for a merienda and cooking demonstration. Aligned with the theme Connected by Taste, the event featured Filipino favorites such as chicken inasal and lumpiang saging or turon. Participants, including foreign affairs officials and diplomats' spouses, took part in the hands-on preparation, showcasing shared traditions across the region. Ambassador Oxelian emphasized that Filipino cuisine serves as a bridge connecting the Philippines with its ASEAN neighbors and host country, reinforcing cultural ties through food.
DFA Online. Here on Radyo Pilipinas World Service.
And it wraps up today's DFA Online. For Radyo Pilipinas World Service, I am Win Peñano. Good day.
DFA Online. News and events from different Philippine embassies and consulates around the world. DFA Online. Here on Radyo Pilipinas World Service.